Over the years, the Hulk has committed some of the most horrendous acts ever known. Hulk lacks common sense, leading him into situations too difficult to topic or too sensitive for the big screen. From incest to eating superheroes to beating up Santa Claus, there are just moments in the Hulk's life that will never make it to the big screen, and we have them all right here. But before we get started, make sure you take a quick moment to click on that subscribe button. You'll join our notification squad and stay up to date with these types of videos and more. Can you guess which movie is represented by these emojis? Stay tuned at the end to find out.
Nice suit.
Henry, this is Logan. He's
Wolverine. I hear you're quite an animal.
Look who's talking.
Hulk eats Wolverine. Hulk has actually been responsible for some of the most heinous events in Wolverine's life, but eating him is on the top of that list. There is little to no chance this will ever make it to the big screen, unless Fox wants to kill off their beloved superhero Wolverine and end their cash flow. This moment happened after Wolverine set out to exact revenge against Hulk for brutally murdering his wife and kids. Wolverine was captured, chopped up, and ate, but Wolverine had the last laugh, regenerating inside Hulk and slicing out of him.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always angry.
Abused as a child. In The Incredible Hulk number 312, we discover why Hulk is really the Hulk. Inside, the comic panels revealed Bruce Banner was actually horribly abused as a child by Brian Banner, his father. Bruce's mother is then offed by Brian for attempting to intervene in the abuse. Years later, Bruce exacts revenge on his father by killing him in a chance encounter gone wrong at his mother's gravesite. Later on, all those repressed feelings of the abuse, mother dying, and killing his father form into the Hulk when he's blown up by a gamma bomb. Child abuse and the killing off of parents is not something the studios want to portray and only have ever whispered about in their films.
I will not be bullied by that.
Puny God.
Hulk the Clown. That's right, Hulk joined a traveling circus in a desperate attempt to avoid everyone after feeling unfairly picked on by the Avengers. This would be an absolutely ridiculous and hysterical film about the Hulk, but its campiness is far too outlandish and wild for the cinematic world. Audiences will be able to endure the tortured artist within the Hulk putting on clown makeup and pretending to be a robot clown. Never will we see Mark Ruffalo's performance and pain in his eyes as he pretends to laugh and be happy, but is miserable inside. Or maybe it would end with the Hulk finding his happily ever after as Meccano the robot clown.
Smash.
Minor League Baseball. Yes, we would all love watching the Hulk play a few innings of baseball, but after that, you would be bored in your seat. From The Incredible Hulk number 435, the Hulk did play baseball, but the writers were more so trying to tackle the issue of steroid use in baseball during the time. On top of that, the Hulk painted on a black face to disguise himself, and there's no way appropriating black culture like that will not go up in flames through protest. Lastly, the Hulk was casually throwing 200 miles per hour fastballs. They would have to create an entire superhero baseball film, and that's very cool, but not practical for a global theatrical release.
Oh, shit.
Hulk vs. Batman. Everyone in the world would want to watch the Hulk and Batman battle it out, but Marvel and Sony will have to work out their rights dispute with the Hulk, otherwise there's no way this is ever gonna happen. Even if the two could strike a deal, then DC would just have to be thrown in the mix, and all of it's just a contractual headache thinking about it. But how would a battle between them go? Don't count Batman out so quick. As ridiculous as it sounds, Batman has taken the Hulk down in the past with a bat kick to the solar plexus. We aren't saying it's believable, but it has happened.
You don't learn, do you?
I learn.
Incest. The Hulk dabbled in some incestual practices with his first cousin She-Hulk or Jennifer Walters. This happened when Bruce's mother was killed by his father. He then started spending a lot of time with Jennifer and was the only thing which made him happy. That and she was the only other mate left on the planet, so let's cut him some slack, but not too much. Marvel or whoever ends up owning the full rights to the Hulk will never touch incest in telling his story. There's only a select few audiences in the world who would love to see something like this go worldwide to the big screen.
Hulk is strongest there is! Hulk! Hulk! Behind! Hulk not behind!
Hulk introduces Wolverine. Wolverine was first introduced to the world in The Incredible Hulk issue 180. This moment obviously could never happen again in the cinematic universe, but it's a great piece of comic history for everyone to know. While wandering through the wilderness, Hulk crosses into Canada, and almost immediately the Weapon X organization goes after the Hulk. At the end of the issue, Hulk brawls with the character Wendigo, and at the end of the comic's last panel, there's a glimpse of Wolverine. Issue 181 picks it up with Wolverine's first cover photo and full story. Wolverine takes on both the Hulk and Wendigo, and the fight is pretty lackluster for Wolverine's first entry into the Marvel Universe.
You're no killer. That's my job. You don't have it in you.
Kills Freddie Prinze Jr. Okay, so this is a bit violent and the number one reason it wouldn't happen. No studio wants to get anywhere close to needlessly killing off huge stars like this. It's just plain tasteless and creates a bad omen for whoever's taken out. But alas, it did happen in the comics during a time when Freddie Prinze Jr.'s name was everywhere. Banner's ex was on a date with Freddie and the Hulk smashes him violently. However, not before the Hulk said things like, "Hulk hot for Betty. Freddie Prinze can't love you like Banner." Well, we love you, Hulk, and that's all that should matter.
If you were Santa, you could do magic.
You want to see some magic? Here, let's watch you disappear.
Fights Santa Claus. As much as we would like the next Bad Santa sequel to include the Hulk fighting Santa Claus, this will sadly never happen. Imagine what would happen to children around the world watching the Incredible Hulk smashing Santa Claus in the groin. Besides the Hulk getting coal in his stocking, it would encourage bullying on a global scale. There would also be an epidemic of Santa Claus getting kicked in the groin in malls everywhere. On top of that, their psyches would be damaged watching their favorite superhero beating up on their favorite Saint Nick. This would also encourage bullying in a world already plagued with way too much of it.
You really hope to defeat me by throwing rocks at me? You mindless monster!
It's called a distraction, smart guy.
Hulk loves puppies. Now this is our favorite section, and we truly hope this happens on the big screen. We all know Hulk is nearly an unstoppable force, however all you have to do is apparently throw in some puppies at him. Imagine if supervillains discovered Hulk's weakness for puppies, they would be stockpiles of them and detonate puppy bombs when he attacks. Even though this would be awesome to see, the ramifications would be detrimental in a lawsuit-happy society. Children role-playing as a villain trying to stop their friend Hulk by throwing their four-legged pet at him would be horrifying. Vet center emergency rooms would be on call 24/7.
Hulk smash, little man! Little man, leave Hulk alone!
Which of these Hulk moments do you agree with that will never make it to the big screen? Which of these do you disagree with and think will be theatrically released? Which Hulk moments would you have added? Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Screen Rant on YouTube so you can stay up to date with our awesome videos. The answer to our emoji quiz is...